This is the GCI Instruments Jugendstil. It's a pedal I've been working on for like 2.5, 3 years. I've made a ton of prototypes, but I'm finally at the point where I'm really super happy with it. And I'm so excited to share with everybody that I'm making this video before I even have the final artwork done for it. So obviously there's some commonalities between HM2 and Jugendstil, but the drive sections are completely different. So HM2 is a distortion, whereas Jugendstil is a silicon transistor fuzz. They have very similar EQ sections though, but with one important exception that we'll get to. In this video, I'm using a GCI Instruments Craftsman guitar through a Marshall JMP out in the live room. It's mic'd up on the SM57, and that's going into a Chandler LTD-1 mic preamp, which is like a Neve 1073 clone. So total basic rock and roll guitar tone. If you want to read more about that, full details are in the video description. Let's talk about the controls on Jugendstil. We've got 4 of them. There's fuzz, volume, focus, which will be called sweep once the artwork is finalized, and loud. Fuzz, pretty self-explanatory. Fuzz, control, volume, also self-explanatory. We'll come back to sweep, and then loud is the EQ control. So I never found the original HM2 EQs to be all that useful. I just max them out, leave them there. So the loud control is basically those EQs preset at a maxed out level, and then a parallel blend on those controls. So you can have either no EQ or maxed out EQ. The sweep control is the frequency of the mid-range control. So this actually allows you to get a whole bunch of other new and slightly different sounds out of this pedal that you wouldn't be able to get out of the original. About 60% of the way up is the kind of telltale HM2 sound though. So let's hear how this thing sounds and what all the controls do. Let's start with just, a basic fuzz tone without EQ. All right, let's bring in some EQ. You can hear there's really a huge volume boost in turning up the EQ control. Let's hear what sweeping around the EQ control sounds like while things are maxed out like we have them now. So for high gain settings, I really like the traditional kind of HM2 frequency for that mid-range control, but it also sounds really neat when you turn it down to less extreme settings. It's like a really cool kind of rock and roll, raunchy kind of sound, especially once the EQ is moved around to different positions. So let's check that out. So there's a lot of things you can do with this that you can't do with HM2. So I think it's a really cool pedal and I'm super excited about it.